Hi, good morning and welcome back to One Step at a Time Farmstead. Yeah, basically this is the first video that we're shooting since I started my new job, full-time job. And it's been quite challenging trying to work in videos for the channel. So thank you for your patience and thank you for your support. Yeah, basically with the additional income that we now enjoy, and I truly enjoy my new job. It's a blessing from our Father's hand. So with the additional income that we now enjoy, having that salary, we can live a bit more comfortably and also take some of that money to reinvest in our homesteading dream or farmsteading dream. And with that salary, we actually obtained a couple of things to help on the homestead, and we'll make videos about that as well. But also I decided to spoil myself a bit and my family with just a couple of small gifts and things we'd like to do. Daniel with the arts and crafts got some of that. I don't know, it's a machine making cards. Also speakers or things for their music that they enjoy. And I'm excited about the gift I got for myself. It's been something that's on my wish list for about 3 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
And although it is homesteading and self-reliancy related, it is actually just something to spoil me with one of my hobbies. And that is, I got myself a potstill. Cheap potstill, but it was on special and very affordable. So I jumped on it. And today we want to do the unboxing on that, and hopefully we will do the cleaning run and stuff on that. I've also got a sugar wash that I got ready for distilling about a year, maybe year and a half ago. Yeah, and then I can hopefully distill that as well to make a vodka or some neutral spirit, maybe for a liqueur or something like that. So yeah, I've been really looking forward to making this video, and we'll be unboxing the potstill that I ordered from Temu. Links in the description will be available, so you can just click on our affiliate link and maybe you can support us in that way as well. What I like about this potstill is, yes, we can use it to make mampoer or fruit brandy as it's known in other countries, or moonshine. We can make whiskey from grains. We can make neutral spirits like vodka or cane or something like that, if you set up your potstill in that way. It also comes with a thumper, which adds more flavor, and tweaking it the right way, we can use it as a gin basket to make some gin. Yeah, and a lot of things like that. I've looked at the setup online, and there's a column still that I made for myself about a year ago, 2 years ago. And doing it with some tweaks and whatever, I can also convert this potstill to a column still. So it's very versatile and I'm very excited about it. Also, we can make essential oils or distilled water with Michaela with beauty products, and she's now into candle making as well, using a lot of essential oils. So yeah, I want to train her on making her own essential oils as well. And also the setup can be used as a fermenter if you want to ferment your own wines or craft beers and things like that. So very excited about it. So whether you are curious about homesteading, distillation, or just curious about what you can get on the marketplace that is ready to go, instead of you building your own potstill, this video is for you. And yeah, let's unbox it together and see what we get. So this arrived earlier this week, 2 days ago, Thursday, Wednesday, from Temu, and it seems quite packaged, nicely packaged. There's no damage on the box at all. Maybe just there, but I mean it's not severe. So it looks decent. No major damage on the box, which is always a good sign. Yeah, so let's open it and see what we have. So always cut away from yourself, Lucian. That's what you wear.
Nee, toch ik ook niet.
I've learned my lessons.
Maybe I must get Lucian. Oh, I can just hold this. See how it's packaged in this bubble wrap over here. So it seems to be packaged quite good. See if I can get it out. Oh,
It's a bit stuck.
there's 2 pipes over here. And the whole thing is bubble wrapped. So that's a very good sign. So from the box I got this packaged, and there's 2 pipes. Oh, it's inside now.
Yeah.
There it's upright. It's not just bubble wrap, this is tubes of air.
Balloon wrap. It's not quite, let me tell you that.
Definitely well wrapped.
I forget how to put them.
Take off.
Let's get it popped up on video.
Don't pop it on video. I don't know if these are going to pop though. This is nice packaging, I must say. So here we've got the main pot, still wrapped in even more plastic. Okay, yeah, so the main pot, I like these clamps. No visible damage on the pot still, the lid. This is nice. You know what, I can use it for canning as well. There's even more bubble wrap in here. The seal and tubes and the manual.
Nice and
Okay.
clean.
This is very nice. You can use it like a pressure cooker as well. Or a canner. Sian, wat is daar nie neus kry? Kom maar, pak maar motor.
That's not a small.
Wil jy die bubble wrap gehou het nie? And there's another 2 pots. This one is filled with some hardware and fittings. And this is actually that one's lid. So this is the thumper keg, or slobber box, or what I would use as a gin basket. I'll just put a mesh false floor in so the vapor can run through it, and then this goes on top of that, and it also clamps shut nicely. Right, I think this is its seal. Does it go on like that, or does it fit the lid? Let me just see. Maybe it fits the lid. Yeah.
Connect you out.
That's it. There we go. That makes a bit more sense. Excellent. Another steam pot.
Yay.
Okay, and then this is your, and that will connect to the pot. And all this hardware, these 2 pipes, very nice. Yeah, so basically your vapor will go from the pot, run through the tubes into the condenser, and with the condenser you've got your cold water going in here. I like the fact that they protect all the fittings. Cold water coming in and then flowing out. This will cool your condenser, and the vapor within the condenser will then condense and then drip out your spout on this side. So let's see the setup. Oh, they even gave some Teflon tape to seal all your fittings. A bubbler, I've got some of these, but this is basically when you use the pot as a fermenter. So that's nice. Here's the thermostat to measure your heat in the pot, and this will basically connect your pot to your condenser. 2 pieces that probably goes in the thumper, additional copper pipe and tubing, some seals, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, we've got the other grommet type thingies, but all for your thermostat, I assume. I might be wrong, but we'll check the manual now. And then fittings, of course. So from the manual, see this is all stainless steel, and that it doesn't release any harmful substances during distillation like chrome or mercury or lead or nickel or anything like that. So the stainless steel is safe for distilling. Okay, and then they give instructions on how to store, clean and dry it out, and then store it away. What I like about this is that all your components can store away in your big pot, so yeah, that helps a lot for space and keeping everything together, so nothing gets lost. So let's get to the setup. The lid has a seal that fits in here to ensure that no vapor escapes, and you can turn this into basically a pressure vessel. On the thumper, as you saw, we've got the seal going around the lid, and then it also creates that perfect seal. So the first instruction is to ensure that you place your seal in the lid, and then the thermometer. So I see the thermometer came with this nut, and I assume one of these little seals will go in there. I'm just wondering top or bottom. I think bottom will be better. So I have the thermometer there, the seal in there. And the nice thing about the thermometer, it also comes in degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. We as South Africans are used to the Celsius, which that was now the right one. And they say to hand tighten it.
A normal hand tight.
So that's there. Place the lid and fasten the 4 locking latches to ensure the boiler is completely sealed. Attach a copper tubing onto the lid and hand tighten it. So the copper tubing onto the lid. So it's either that one or this one. Just want to see, instructions are a little bit vague, but goes that way. I'm thinking that should... Let's use this one. If I'm wrong, we can just swap it out. Again with this. Let's see where this one fits.
My father's using it as a length thing almost.
Got it.
So I just want to see threads don't feel as healthy. Why? I think the threads are damaged a bit, either on the nut. Let's see if I do it this way. Still not completely happy with this, but I'll tighten it with a wrench. Okay. Yeah, and then from there, where is it?
Just saying.
I guess it can go either way, but
I'm trying to be naive.
they've got their seals in there. What are these 2 seals? Oh, this is probably if you want to use the bigger fittings. Just make sure these don't fall out. So that's why I want to tighten that a bit more. And then it can either go to your Potstill or to your thumper. Of course, we've got the thumper. Let's fit it in that way. And now you can decide whether you want to use it as a slobber box or a thumper. I see they gave 2 of these. For a thumper, you actually need only 1, but it's nice to have a spare one. So that's pretty nice. Thank you. Yeah, just remember your seals.
So we're going to need a new kitchen for this.
Oh, luckily I've got the outside building for my hobby. Is that why? Couldn't figure out why it's not staying flat. Maybe I should set it up to that side, just so our people can basically see. Okay, this pipe is also longer, so you've got some, area to work with. Why do they have it in the wrong way around? This is where I'm going to need this one. I can.
Where?
Let's see, now there's 1 seal missing here. Let's open this one. I see this one doesn't have its seal in, so I'm going to borrow from this one if it fits. So maybe it doesn't need it, but this is where I'll put some of the Teflon tape to ensure that that is sealed up perfectly. Let's put it on top of there.
Wait, just random.
It doesn't matter, but
Oh, right. So this thing has to be on the outside. Here's the thing.
so that's basically set up with your thumper or gin basket.
Oh, don't be picky then.
Yeah, now you can use this to extend that piece.
And then the hangy be picky so.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can do it without the gin basket, just as a pot still. That means, I'd rather do it this way. Fits directly, but you can have it on a different.
Platform. What you want to do? Don't be picky. Okay.
No, I need this one. I need this rubber as well. Let's see where it's going to be. Basically
Something like that.
just as a pot still.
Cool.
Without the thumb or gin box or. I don't know if I like this flexi hose or not.
I think it's good.
At least you can form it the way you want to, so that's good. And what I've been thinking about is, with the column stall that I made, I can always use that column to put on here and then to have that extra height for a cleaner, neutral spirit. All of this stuff is can be put away there. There we go. And obviously for your cold water coming in and the warmer water going out of your condenser. So I will water for distilling the ice water. So I will keep that open so it doesn't overflow and just control my flow with this bottom valve. Quickly you want to
Got it.
circulate the water. So yeah, that is it. Okay, let's see what they say. Place the lid, fasten the 4 locking latches, attach a copper tubing to the lid and hand tighten it. We did it in the normal Potstill mode now. Ensure that the device is set up as pictured. Now, make sure that the distillate outlet is fully tightened to the body. The condenser will have 2 outlet holes. The top one is used for water to enter the device through a connection tap. The second one is used as an outlet that can be connected to a zinc. Thumb keg, double keg product, so it's like a double also functions as a double distillation. With its silicone ring, be sure, with the locking latches. After you've sealed the device, attach a corrugated pipe to the lid. Connect the thumb keg and the condenser and boiler as below. Okay, that's the way we had it the first time. And then there's some troubleshooting. Boiler barrel has steams or leaks. Check the thermometer or connector for loose washers. Tighten. Okay, basically make sure your seals are in. The condenser is leaking. Just make sure that it is connected as well and that your seals are in. So they say that the lid sometimes might buckle deform due to, and just use pliers to correct it. Another issue is that your gasket might be damaged. Simply replace it. And that is basically it for the setup.
Yeah.
I think I will do a cleaning run today with just steam
Vinegar.
and then the vinegar run, just to ensure that there's no shavings or debris in your still from the manufacturing process. And obviously the vinegar will clean out any oxidization in your tubing. So I think I might do that today before I distill our first sugar wash distillation. So just to recap, here's your main Potstill body, stainless steel, so we know it won't leach any harmful metals or chemicals. We've got our condenser coil running through the copper. I think it's beautifully wound up, and you can regulate your flow to make sure that you don't spill. The thermometer, I would actually like to have a thermometer here as well, but that's more if you run a column setup. And I think I might actually take my old still and fabricate a column for this.
But it's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, you can use it like that. If I use the column setup, that's more for your neutral spirits, like a gin or whatever.
Okay.
But I would like to have a thermometer there just inside the column to check the temperature as well. Although this is good because you can see the temperature of the vapor coming off of your wash or your wash itself, and different temperatures, different alcohols come off, like your methanol, your acetone, and things like that before you get to the methanol. So you can make sure that you get all those, what we call 4 shots, and all those other compounds off, and only catch your nice, good tasting ethanol. So yeah, it's good that it's there. I think it's just because I worked on the column still, I also like to measure, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, the silicone and clamps, I love these clamps. I mean, they are sturdy. And the gaskets to seal the pot. The instruction manual, probably not the best, although all the info you need is here. But when I purchased it, they also gave me a link to a PDF user manual that I can download. And with that came some recipes as well for corn mesh whiskey, rum recipe, some moonshine or fruit brandy recipe. But I'll show you the PDF in the video a bit later. So if we should talk about quality for price, I think with it being stainless steel, and I mean it's quite sturdy, it's not, I thought it would be very flimsy, thin, and it's actually not. This is quite decent. I think these clamps are quite solid, and now they welded it to the pot, even the handles. This is solid. So I think very nice. The coil system, a condenser, I think that is nice. The only thing that I haven't worked with before is this flexi tube. But it seems it's actually handy because you can bend it any which way you want to go. It's also stainless steel. And I think it's just the mind thing of getting used to that instead of your copper tubing running all the way through. But I actually like it. And then again, comparing to other potstills, this thing is dirt cheap compared to other things we've looked at.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like the fact that there's it's either a double distillation or a thumper or a gin basket or a slobber box. This is actually also very nice to have. So with a thumper, if you make like a fruit brandy, you can say like we make an apple brandy, have some apple sauce in here, or pieces of apple or apple juice even, and it will just impart a bit more flavor to your final product. Using it as a gin basket is probably the thing that I would use it for mostly. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. Everything is nicely machined. There's no sharp edges, no funny stuff. I mean, this is solid. It's just on this fitting that struggles to go in a bit. It doesn't seem like the threads, but it's not like it's going all the way. I'll just tighten that a bit with a wrench. That's the only doubt about the whole setup that I do have. But then again, I am anyway going to do all the threads with thread tape and, tighten it properly just to make sure that you've got no vapor escaping, especially when using an open flame gas burner. So you don't want anything to catch fire or explode.
That would be good.
And just making sure that your still is properly sealed is obviously the safest way to go. although they say hand tighten, I'll just
Just
talk
to be
it a
safe.
bit, just to be safe. Yeah, and then comes the best thing, and that's the price. A small budget setup and small batch distilling. I think I can't wait to test this out. And I really want to see what quality of product we actually produce with this. I'm certain it's going to be better than what I used to make, but we'll see.
A good investment.
Oh, well, I'm happy. So yeah, I'll be testing out this very soon, using that sugar wash that we made. If it's still alcohol and not vinegar, but it should be sugar wine. So I'll do that sugar wash, distill that. But before that, I just want to do a proper steam cleaning and then run a vinegar cleaning as well. Make sure that all impurities are removed from the system. And then I'll do that sugar wash distilling for a neutral alcohol. Yeah, just to see how the system performs. So stay tuned for that. And then we'll give you some feedback on that as well. So this is our Temu Potstill unboxed and just a rough setup. If you have used one of these before or a similar Potstill, I know Fervor also has basically the same setup, and you have any advice or questions or things like that, or if you want to share your experience, please drop it down in the comments below. I'm excited about it. Maybe you've had bad experiences. Maybe you have some advice or warning. Yeah, please feel free to share. Yeah, if you want to see what we distill, and if you like videos like this, please remember to just subscribe to the channel and keep watching. And I think we are off. Well, I'm off to quickly run just pushing steam through the system just to see how it, to make sure that it is clean. And I'll probably do that on a time lapse on this video. Then run a vinegar clean, and then on the next video we'll distill the sugar wash. So thank you for watching. I know it's not anything to do with the garden, but it is still homesteading, still, like I said, we can do essential oils and all of that. And distilling at the end of the day, or creating a fruit wine, or distilling whiskey is also part of preserving and using your harvest. And I really can't wait, because I've got a lot of sweet potato that I need to plant, and obviously there will be a huge harvest, and the family is not really keen on eating sweet potato, but I've seen other videos where it makes quite a good vodka. So that's a way to preserve the harvest as well, and to enjoy the harvest, making some vodka or some moonshine. Sweet potato is something. I'll still look into it. But I know George Duncan from Barley and Hops made a vodka from his sweet potato, and I really can't wait to do something like that. So be blessed. We love you. We appreciate you. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Let me get this filled with water. Nee, ek net eers al my seele regmaak.
Ja, laat ek net gou die kombuis aan die kant kry voor jy nou daag in video. En dan sal ek gou hopelik my kaartjies kan begin.
There we go. So I've got it on the stovetop burner. I'm just running the clean run with some water and vinegar, and I'm just going to steam it. I'm not worried about distilling at the moment.
So during our cleaning run, we found that it is leaking a little bit over there and there at the bottom. of the thermometer. So we are going to change the silicone seals that we have and get Teflon seals. And here, if you can see, we've got the steam coming out. So otherwise, besides those 2 leaks that we have, it looks good. So there you can get a better view of where it's leaking under the thermometer, and the other one there, but the rest looks fine. Still got some steam coming out. Yeah.